So I had somebody ask me just here recently, what's the fastest way to build a retirement fund, a retirement savings, retirement plan, basically, when you've kind of slacked off and you haven't really done what you needed to do, but you're also of the age that you're nearing retirement, or at least you should be, or at least you'd like to be, you'd hope to be, but you have very little by way of retirement planning, retirement savings, retirement investments. And you know, they even said something that like kind of cracked me up, and they were like, well, maybe I'm not meant to retire. Maybe retirement is only for athletes and politicians. So I don't know, what do you guys think? But given the current economic situation that we're in, this pending economic collapse that many are potentially facing, I know a lot of people are asking, like, what's the best way to build retirement? Because the crazy thing about retirement is that you can't necessarily, in my opinion, and you can ask experts, you can ask economists, you can ask financial planners, you can ask investors, you can ask the retired. Ask the retired. Ask people who have been retired for some time, and they'll probably tell you exactly what my opinion is. And that is that you need to have a retirement income plan, not a retirement savings plan. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm also going to tell you how to do it. How ultimately to save quickly and begin preparing for this retirement plan, because honestly, if you put it into action and you execute, then it doesn't matter how little you have saved, you could actually retire tomorrow, which is, you know, perfect timing, because just here recently we've got an update from Social Security. They just moved the full retirement age to 67, and politicians are on both sides of the aisle promising not to cut Social Security and Medicare. But one idea that has been floating around, raising the full retirement age, would be a reduction in benefits. And basically what that breaks down to, what it boils down to, is you're gonna need a retirement strategy, a retirement income strategy. That, you know, granted, some people would consider it a passive income strategy, call it what you like, but at the end of the day, you're going to need this retirement income strategy in order to actually really pull this off, because it has never been more clear than just here recently in the last few years of how much money you actually need to make in order to survive. Inflation through the roof. Prices are going up left and right. You can't even buy eggs unless you are well off and almost considered wealthy. Eggs are expensive. Not to mention, people are trying to go out and produce their own eggs, buy their own chickens, make their own eggs, not necessarily realizing the costs associated with this to get this started, if they even have the means and the available space and zoning requirement to pull this off in their community, in their neighborhood, in their HOA. But also, folks, not even realizing the negative impacts that could affect them as a result of the first case of bird flu in somebody's own backyard. Okay, so they're coming to wipe out these chickens, and it's not just going to happen to the commercial producers, it's going to happen to everybody. But at the end of the day, retirement has to, your nest egg needs to be more than just a few chicken eggs, basically. And I would not put them all in one basket. Again, diversity, security, and cash flow, folks. But here's the deal. In my opinion, and this is based on what I have seen, what I've experienced from the people that I've spoken to, and just living life through these challenging economic times. And there's a lot of retirees or folks of retirement age that are banking on some form of government aid and some government assistance. And the truth of the matter is that is probably my least likely option for survival. There's no stimulus coming. There's no fourth check. The stimulus updates, I don't even know if they're still making them anymore, but I know people were watching them like diehard stimulus update subscribers and viewers, and you know, I just don't think it's going to happen. And even if it did, it's not a retirement amount. Okay, it's minuscule. It's nothing. It's peanuts. Okay, so but here's the deal. In my opinion, somebody actually asked me, Zach. He asked me, and he said, can you retire? You know, he was offering me an opportunity at a great passive income in perpetuity, passive income strategy through real estate, through EXP real estate, to increase my income now and for, oh, thanks.
I might eat without you though.
Oh, is it ready?
It'll be there in a second.
All right, I'll be there. Which one was this one?
The Transmigration.
Transmigration.
Brewing in Atlanta.
It's Atlanta Brewing Company. Cool. It's pretty tasty. Double IPA. So he was bringing this opportunity, but basically what it boils down to is he was telling me that real estate agents don't really have the opportunity to retire because they don't have a retirement plan, and their income is really based on their sales. So without a plan in place to continuously produce when you're not producing, it's almost like a job that you have to work until you die, which we know that's not necessarily ideal. But he asked me if I was able to retire, and the odd thing is that I don't think that, I told him, I said, I don't think I'd ever retire because I always want to do something. But what it boils down to is being able to do what you want whenever you want, and not necessarily having to work a long time at it to produce the income needed for survival. Oh, that's good. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is real simple, is that in order to survive not only this economic climate that we're in, but my predictions moving forward of future economic climates and changes to the economy and income and high inflation and higher prices that are likely to come, you have to be able to continuously produce income, and my retirement plan needs to include that. I don't want to live off of a savings, off of a finite amount of money that is ultimately being drained and burned and being depleted faster with higher inflation without the ability to replenish it and earn more. So in order to retire, in my opinion, you have to be able to continuously produce income. And the income that I would want to produce being retired would be the income that doesn't take 8 to 12 to 14 hours a day to do. I want to be able to make this money in a few minutes. So passive income, just to break it down for you, passive income comes as a result of some form of active act to produce a income producing stream that becomes passive. But in all actuality, most people who actually have achieved this passive income lifestyle, this passive income achievement, well, I'm gonna tell you exactly how they do it. Man, that's good. They do it by devising multiple ways of producing multiple streams of income that take very little effort to produce a lot of money. Their returns on their investments are multiple folds over the effort that they put in. And the sooner they do it, and also the longer they do it, the greater the returns, the greater passive income comes flowing in, and the more they're able to spend time sipping on craft beer on the Intracoastal Waterway, about to grab dinner at our favorite, or one of our favorite seafood restaurants here in Navarre Beach. Folks, please do me a favor, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out the free links in the description if you too are wanting to know more about how you can set up your passive income retirement income strategy and utilize the diverse income and diverse investing strategies that I myself use every single day. Make sure you check out Hard Asset Alliance too.